Hey guys, it's Lainey, and right now I'm at my parents' house, so that's why there's a different background than normal. It is Black Friday today, and I don't really get into Black Friday shopping. Do you guys? I'd really like to know. But today I went out with my stepmom and my brother, and we had lunch, and then we went over to Books A Million, where I ended up getting some books. I really haven't been buying a lot of books lately, and I think when I was at Books A Million, I was getting like the book high where I was like just looking at all these different books and like wanting everything. So I ended up getting 5 books. So I thought I'd film a quick little Black Friday book haul for you guys because I'm excited for the books I got. I'm also really excited to read them. So first I'm going to start out with kind of like a currently reading because my currently reading influenced a lot of what I got today at Books A Million. And right now I am reading Pride by Rachel Vincent, and this is the 3rd book in the Shifters series. I got the first book, Stray, for my birthday from Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, and I read the 2nd book last week, and then I just dived right into the 3rd one this week, and this is a 6-book series. I have the 4th one. It's on my way to my apartment. I have to figure out a way to get the 5th and 6th book because they're currently not available on Amazon. Anyway, I'm really enjoying the series. It has to do with werecats and shifting into those kind of species. I really like the main character Faith and her on again off again boyfriend Mark, even though sometimes I think they can be babies. But anyway, so I'm really into urban fantasy right now, so I kind of had that in mind when I went to Books A Million today, that I wanted to get some urban fantasy books. I have a list, a running list of all of the suggestions that you guys have given me for urban fantasy recommendations. Since I'm still kind of new to the genre, I asked you guys, I think in my birthday book haul, if you guys have any suggestions for urban fantasy series that you guys should tell me, and I write them all down. I brought out that list when I was looking for books today. So the first book I saw wasn't urban fantasy at all. In fact, it was middle grade, and middle grade is a big deal for me because I don't read middle grade. I can't remember the last middle grade book I actually read. It's just a genre I haven't been interested in for a really long time. However, I'm really interested in this book series because I saw the author at Y'all Fest. I went to a panel that he was on that had to do with fairy tales, and I really liked the way he spoke, and he made his book sound really interesting, so I ended up getting it. I saw this book kind of just sitting on a shelf, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did want to get that book. And that book is The School for Good and Evil by Soman Chainani. And I think I'm going to be reading this with some of the people that I stayed with at Y'all Fest because I know Kristen was interested in this book series because I sat next to her during the panel and we were kind of like, his book kind of sounds interesting. He's also very cute. It's going to be different for me to switch gears and go into that middle grade mindset because I just have not read middle grade books in so long. So then I went into the science fiction fantasy section of Books A Million, and I did not leave this very narrow aisle for a very long time, and I was looking through so many different authors, and I picked some that I haven't heard anybody talk about, so I'm excited about that. But first I'm going to start off with a book that you guys recommended to me a lot, and that was Bitten by Kelly Armstrong. A lot of you guys suggested this book to me because I was reading Stray, which is about werecats, and this one is about werewolves. This book series is also a TV show on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I remember seeing that on Netflix, and I've added it to my list of things I want to watch soon. So I'm hoping that because I got the book that I'm going to read the book and then watch the TV show now. I know Kelly Armstrong is a pretty popular author. I think I own some of her young adult books. I don't think I've read a Kelly Armstrong book though, so if you guys have read this, please let me know if you guys liked it. I know a lot of you guys do because you recommended it to me, so I'm excited for this one. And then I ended up getting 3 more books by the same author. Basically I was just glancing through spines, and I saw this one and I'm like, I like that spine. Fireborn, which is the first book in a new series by her called A Souls of Fire novel. And this actually has to do with a woman who is also a phoenix, and I haven't read any books at all with a phoenix creature kind of shapeshifter for, and I really like this cover too, so I'm kind of biased. And this girl named Emberly, she is a phoenix, and because she is a phoenix, she's able to see when people die, so she kind of gets like visions, I'm guessing visions. She sees a guy that she used to date. She sees his death, so then she wants to try to prevent that. So I thought that sounded really interesting. It also has to do with like paranormal investigating, Private Eyes, and I really like that part of urban fantasy as well because I read books like that before with those kind of themes. Because I really was digging this book, I saw that the second book was also out. That's the one thing about the urban fantasy genre when I read it, is that I don't ever stop at one book. I have to immediately read the next book. I did that with the Dark Fever series by Karen Marie Moning. I also kind of did that just now with the Shifter series. I read the first one and then I haven't read anything really in November because of NaNoWriMo, and then I read the second and third book back to back. There's just something very addicting about these kind of books that even after you finish it, you just want to read the next one. So because of that, I also got the second book in the series, which is Wicked Embers, and I also really love this cover. I know this book came out last summer, and I think this book came out this past summer, I think. Yeah, so this book came out this past July, and I'm excited to read these books because I haven't seen anybody read them on BookTube, and I love finding a book that I haven't seen other people talk about. Since Carrie Arthur had like an entire shelf worth of her own books, so because of that I started looking at her other books, and I ended up finding Dancing with the Devil, which is a Nikki and Michael novel, book 1, and I think there's 4 because that's the first one I picked up was book 4, and I'm like, well, can't get this one. And this is also follows Nikki, who is a private investigator, and she kind of comes across a vampire named Michael, and there's everything kind of involved with that. It sounded really interesting on the back, so that's why I wanted to get it. I'm hoping, since I got like 3 of her books today, that I really enjoy this author because she has a ton of series. I feel like I saw just a ton. So these are the 5 books I got today at Books A Million. Have you guys read any of these books? I'd really like to know what your guys' thoughts are on them. After I finish Pride, which I'm about 150 pages in right now, I think I'm gonna pick up Fireborn. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!